Hi, and welcome to the Weasley Sisters. This is episode 179. I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Nitty.
And I'm Alina, also known as Starnit. Today is August 8th. This is our bi-monthly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
Yep. So grab your knitting or spinning, pull up a chair, and craft along with us. This is going to be the Alina show. I have no mojo, so go ahead.
I had mojo because one of the teachers that teaches at the school had a baby. And sorry, I'm laughing because Madison is making cookies and she just crawled behind. And you see that. Anyways, so she had a baby. So Andy said he was like, I wish we could like do something special for him for like, and I was like, well, I'll make her some stuff. So I made some pears and I shoved a cat toy in there. You know those cat toys with the balls in them so they rattle.
Yes.
So these pears rattle. And then I also made a baby hat using the baby pixie hat pattern that you wrote, Jessica.
Yep.
But she had a bowl. I used Pix self-striping sport weight, fleecy. I couldn't remember the name. So, and it was like Southwestern or something, but it was like blues and browns. And so I knit that, and it looks really big. She had the baby a preemie. She had him at 32 weeks or maybe 34 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 32. And so he was in the NICU for a month until he was big enough till he became 4 pounds. And then he could come home. So he came home, and then we gave her this present. But they have a toddler. Their first baby was also a preemie, but she was in the hospital much longer than this new one. She was like super early. But where am I going with this? Oh, so on Facebook she was posting pictures like, oh, Peyton's not too excited about her baby brother. You know, like she wasn't too excited about him. So, and she loves the cartoon The Lion Guard, which if you have Disney, you know what it is. It's like Simba. Remember The Lion King? Well, Simba has got married to Nala, and they have a kid, and then his kid can't find the roar or something. And anyway, it's a new cartoon, just like a short, made for TV type of Disney movie, and I guess she likes it and watches it all the time. So, long story short, or just a long story longer, I made
It's cute.
a little lion, and I was debating if I should put feet on it, but I didn't because she's only like 18 months old. So I just made it like a ball. So it's like a ball with a tail. And so that's what, and then I wrapped them up, and I wrapped it up special for her, like, you know, something special.
Yeah.
So then this teacher told me on Facebook, she was like, oh, she loved it. She ran around the house carrying it, roaring for like an hour.
That's cute.
So I was like, but yeah, so the other ones are, you know, the baby, and then for those are what I finished.
You should re-show the pears because my screen was frozen when you talked about that.
So here's the pears.
Those are cute.
And that's from an amigurumi book that I have. What it's the name? Actually, the name is amigurumi or something like that. But yeah, so, and I link to all my project pages on Ravelry. So if you look at the show notes, you'll see them.
Cool.
So yeah, but those are what I I actually was able to turn in 6 classes because of that. So like I turned in the pairs for the Japanese wizards. What was that? Muggle Studies. The lion I did for I think it was potions was the cheesy one because there's this snack bar called Lion. So I turned it in for that. And then it's like a candy bar. And I was like, when I think of snacks, I think of chocolate. So that's why I turned it in. And then the baby hat was for the fire one, the campfire one. Protection against. Okay. I think that was also, I think that was astronomy. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
That is.
Okay. Do you have any whips?
Nope.
Okay. I will keep talking. So I am still working on my test knit. So I'm doing the short rows now. Because remember, I didn't have gauge and I had to rip. So I've been knitting on that. This is like my take around knitting because it's really good. And I'm getting pretty far on it again. I hope that I'll have enough yarn now with the right gauge. I'm not running out of as fast of it as I was the first time, but we'll see. So, yeah. Oh, and then I also started, so Bella wanted a fox toy. We were at a show a while ago, and someone had like knit a fox toy, and it was just laying there, like you could buy it, and she was like, I want one of those. And I was like, I could probably make you one. So I pulled out my amigurumi books. These are like a Japan book. And see this one right here? It's a bear. But I was looking at it and I figured I can modify it to make it a fox.
Yeah.
Just
with the colors and stuff.
I just am gonna modify the mouth instead of doing it like with pouty lips. I'm gonna give it pointy, and then I'm going to give it a tail and make pointy ears. Cool. So I started doing it, and I also modified, like they want you to do the head separate, but I'm just being lazy and doing it together. It's kind of like twisting a little bit, but it should be okay. So like this is the belly, and then I've already started the head, so I'm going to do half of the head white for like the fox part, and then so that's what I'm doing.
Woot.
So that's what I've actually been working on lately. And then so spinning.
I think I talked about most of my stuff that I finished the last time we podcasted. I was able to turn in I think 6 classes. I'd have to go back and look. And we went camping. This is kind of like randomness, but we went camping, so like I didn't do much the past week or so. Anyways, but I'm still working on my Rolags. I was hoping to finish those during the Tour de Fleece. But I still have, I don't know, like a handful of Rolags left, like 6 or so.
I did not finish as much as I wanted for Tour de Fleece.
I got a lot done, but I still have that modern spin that's like the neon 80s colors one that I was doing on my sidekick. I still have that not finished. I brought my sidekick out with me to the campsite, but I never had time to spin. Like, we were just busy and doing stuff, so yeah. So I'm lame this week.
No, sometimes I think camping is like more work.
It really is.
I think especially for a mom, because you have to like do the food, and then you have to like modify how you cook because you're cooking over a fire.
Yeah. And
then you have like less caffeine than you normally would have because you have to make it like on a percolator over a fire. And you know, that's not anything wrong with that, but it's just kind of, you know, you have to do more planning.
Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of work. And it was so hot and muggy. Not even funny. Like, I was so sweaty the entire time. It was disgusting. Like, I kind of lived in a bathing suit because there was a lake, so we'd go swimming, but like I was like pretty much soaking wet from sweat. It was disgusting. Sorry if that's too much information for y'all, but it was gross. It was
So
just like the humidity was like I don't even know what the percentage was, but
it was really humid here,
gross.
so I'm sure it was bad. So I actually finished my mashup, my Doctor Who's Your Doctor mashup, which they were a merino bamboo blend.
That's beautiful. It like really toned it down when you applied it, like the
Yeah. So there's like the blue silver running throughout, and then there's like the red and the yellows and the silver.
It's pretty.
The colorways was like a cloud of mist, and then crying Roman with the baby, definitely cool. And I got 490 yards of a 2-ply because I just did okay, sorry about that. So it's a 2-ply.
Yes.
And it turned out really nice. And I got 490 yards. And I used all of the cloud of mist fiber, but the crying Roman, look, I have like half a bobbin.
Holy wow.
I don't even know how that happened because I spun them exactly the same.
Are they the same fibers?
Exactly. Because it was like a club, and so I got the bamboo.
How many ounces is that?
This,
could you weigh it? Like, see if it's...
just a minute, I will tell you.
No, that's just really interesting.
But it's just weird because...
Yeah, usually you don't have that much left over.
I know, it's just weird. So I have to apply this with itself. But, like, it's... I don't know, like... Excuse me.
Unless that braid was just heavier to begin with.
Maybe. I don't know. They were all supposed to be 4 ounces.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes...
So, like, see how this is kind of, like, it's spun, but it's not, like, super tight? I'm kind of nervous about making a center pole ball because I think it'll, like, break. So this is 6.3 ounces. So I have, like, 2 ounces left of here.
Could you run that back through the wheel to give it a little more twist?
Oh, I might.
And then it wouldn't pull apart.
I might try that. But like I said, it was like 11 o'clock at night, so I didn't do anything with it. Yeah. But I have a lot left over.
That is a lot.
I figured I would just do a 2-ply with this because I thought about Navajo plying it, but I'm like, if I do a 2-ply, then I can make something together.
Yeah, like an accent or something.
Yeah. So,
or like a border or something, depending on what you do with it.
But I mean, I still got 490 freaking yards.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. And it's not very heavy. But yeah. So, anyways, but
what's
they
the fiber really again? Bamboo? Is it bamboo and silk or?
Merino bamboo. But here, I'll see if you can see how nice and it looks so nice together.
Yeah, I like it.
But anyways, yeah, so that's what I did. But I turned this in for the magical literature and said it was like Goldberry, and I pulled out my Fellowship of the Rings book and opened it to that page where it talks about it, which if you've only watched the movies, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but if you've read the book, you know. So I opened it and I took a picture, and yeah. And I think I got like 48 points for that. It's crazy. I love turning and spinning. Mm-hmm. No, I think I got 48 points for my 38. I don't know. I got a bunch of points for my horrible fiber one too. So yeah.
Cool.
So that's all I'm doing. All I've done with spinning.
All right.
Oh, so next up is sewing.
Okay.
And you were camping and weren't sewing. So I cut like up all of my fabric and got it ready because I have 2 shows coming up in September. And so I've been sewing. And I sewed the blues, the dark navy color actually. And I didn't tag navy on Instagram for this picture because all those were coming up as like the United States Navy. So I just tagged dark blue. But let's see if I can find a picture of it. So for that one, it was like my dark blues, which is just basically Doctor Who and Wales. So next color is, I think, going to be gray. And I'll be sewing lots of grays, which is like Harry Potter.
I was going to say, what's in your gray collection?
Harry Potter.
You go in a bag or in a Tupperware container?
That Tupperware container. We'll do it later. But that's all that I'm doing for sewing. So next up is randomness. No, binging. We missed.
We have Amazon Prime now. And I started watching, I finished. I watched Veronica Mars.
Oh, I love that show.
So there's only 3 seasons. And it ends like kind of abruptly.
Yeah, because it was like canceled or whatever.
And I was like, is there more seasons? Because I was like looking around for it. I'm like, what the heck? No, but it was a fun show. It kind of reminded me of Smallville in a few ways, like how they like are not crime fighting, but like investigating things. And in that first season, she looks a lot like Chloe from Smallville, like her hairstyle, like totally reminded me of that. Anyways, but totally not like that show. Like it's
not like really sci-fi. It's more like real life.
No, yeah, but it was you know I don't know.
But okay, so now you need to get the Veronica Mars movie and watch the movie. It's like 10 years later.
Okay,
it's so good. And then you need to go to your library and borrow. There's 2 books.
Oh.
And it picks up like after the movie, so it's really good.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
I kind of love Veronica Mars.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then let's see what else. Oh, so I watched. I forget. I think Lauren was talking about it, but the Step Up movies, like the dancing movies.
It was.
So like I went and found them and I watched like I think there's like 5 of them if you didn't know. Yeah, pretty lame, but they're all kind of funny. And then so it kind of reminds me Trubin likes to break dance. It's really cute. I'll see if I can get a video of it somehow. Okay, so the kids are into Musical.ly, which is an app, and there's like I don't know 30-second music clips, and you record yourself, and you have your own little account and blah blah blah. They've been obsessed with it for a few months now, but Trubin does it, and he basically does the same thing all the time. Anyways, but like watching the movies, I was like, maybe he'll be a famous dancer. It was just really funny. Not really, but yeah.
6th edition or 10th edition of Step It Up.
Yeah. I'm like, you need to practice a few moves. I almost wanted to like show it to him, except for like the non-child appropriateness of the movies. But like the dance, they have like like dance battles and stuff, which is hilarious. So that was fun. But yeah, this is kind of random, but like I was sort of laid up. I got a kidney stone, like out of the blue. I had pain and like it was horrible. And Joe was like thinking it was my appendix or something, so they took me to the hospital and we figured I was just a kidney stone, thank goodness. And once I got pain medication, it was fine. I mean, not fine, but it was a lot better. Anyways, so that's kind of why I was watching a lot more stuff recently. And then like right after that is when we went camping, so I was kind of like exhausted from that. And then and then camping sucked. No, I mean it was fun, but crazy.
I was also laid up, but that's because I had surgery.
I also brought the Bane Chronicles.
Oh, cool.
With me camping. So I read maybe the first 2 short stories.
So I walked around the store, because this is kind of talking about books, with the Harry Potter Cursed Child book, trying to decide if I wanted to buy it, but we had to get like stuff, so I had to put it back because I used that $20 for stuff we needed. And I was like, I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually read right now. So I was like, I can wait. But from what I hear and reading on Facebook, people really like it. So I'm excited to get that. I might try borrowing it from the library.
Yeah, I want to read it too.
So-
I think it came out right when we were about to go camping, so I haven't even
Right.
peeked at it. I'm glad I haven't seen any spoilers or anything for it, so.
I haven't read any spoilers, but I mean, I follow their Instagram account because I just do, and I really like the actors that they picked for the play, and I really wanted to live in London so I could go see it. So them releasing this script makes me want to get it and read it. And some people were like, "Oh, it's an actual script," and I'm like, "Yeah, it says it's a script. It's not a book; it's a script." So, anyways, I just think it'll be fun because you can kind of picture them actually doing this stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. But, yeah, so I've been kind of laid up. Not, like, I can, like, walk and stuff. But I did do a lot of binge watching, like, Heartland and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because when the kids are around, I have to watch appropriate shows. But I binged on like Flash, which kind of I can watch with the kids too. And then, but by myself, I was doing Continuum because I had watched like the first two of that, and so then I went through. I think I'm in the second season now.
That's a pretty good show.
Yeah, or maybe the first, but I had like kind of like ADD show watching. I flipped around through a few different shows that I've watched. I just like went further into their seasons. But then I started watching Grey's Anatomy.
I almost started watching that yesterday.
Oh my
I've never
god.
seen it before.
Me either. And it's like totally addicting. Like I binge watch, I think I'm in the third season already. Like straight up binge like 10 shows in a row. So much that I'm like dreaming about it. You know what I mean? Like crazy pants. But yeah. So I've been reading. I'm still reading those other books. Not too much because I just kind of can't get into them. But so I started reading Black by Ted Decker, which I've read it before, and I just kind of needed a familiar book that's like uplifting, even though it's like sci-fi and totally it's like kind of an uplifting sort of book. So I've been rereading that, but I went to the library and I got a couple of different, I downloaded a couple of different books. So after that's done, because I'm on like the last couple of chapters of that as I'm sewing, I'm going to start another series, I think. So, yeah. But that's what I've been doing, binging, so.
Sweet.
I already told you I straight up binged right through the second season of Between, right?
Yeah, I watched that too. I didn't write that down, but I did. I watched the second season.
So let's talk about random things now, even though we kind of already were.
Yeah. Camping. Okay, so we went camping. I already told you this. There is a lake, but it's like a small lake, so it was warm, like super warm, but refreshing enough. But it was kind of like dirty and like seaweed and stuff. So like I'd go in just to like get wet and cool down, and then come out and then shower later because it was gross. Like
I am definitely a pool swimming person, and
yeah.
I can't even swim right now. But
Chloe, who is like our fearless child, like was freaking out about all the seaweed and stuff, and I was like, seriously, like you're the one that'll like help your father butcher a deer, like.
Yeah, but the seaweed, it grabs at you, and there could be things swimming in there. Not fun.
It was just funny. So, but it was fun. You know, we'd pretty much go to the lake every day, and we'd ride our bikes down there. So my muscles, my leg muscles, are all sore and stuff from riding a bike because I have not ridden a bike in like forever. So that was fun. I also got a bit of sun. I didn't get too burnt because I like applied sunscreen every like 30 seconds after my first like day of like almost burning. But like it's funny, like we're all home now and like everyone looks a little brown. We all got some sun. What else was I gonna say? Oh, we made pudgy pies with biscuits. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
And not the bread, like biscuits. And we made morning pudgy pies, which with eggs and sausage and cheese with the biscuits. The best things ever.
You know what's really good too? If you get the croissants like that and use croissants.
I've never done that.
Super flaky, crispy yumminess.
That does sound good.
So when you posted a picture of that on Instagram, I was like, oh, I want to go camping. And then I was like, it's like 100 degrees outside. No, I don't.
Yeah, no.
I'm sitting here in the air conditioning.
Yeah, it was funny. Lauren and Trevor came out and visited us. And Lauren's like, we never really were big on camping as a family. She's like, I don't know if I could do this. I'm like, I don't ever want to camp again in summer, like the summer heat. Like we did it in the middle of summer. I'll go in the very beginning when it's like not so hot, or at the very end, because I think that would be okay. Plus, our camper that we got for like $100 is really seeing its last day. The holes in it are not even funny. Like the canvas is all brittle and like breaking at some points, like where it's like connected to like the base. Like
I wonder if you could get like that.
You could, but it's almost like I think it's close to $1,000 to like re-canvas a camper, and it's so old that like some of the inside is dry rotting. Like it just be worth it to buy another used one, a little bit nicer. So I think we'll be on the lookout for that, but we don't really have money to buy.
I'm always on the lookout for one too, but I want the kind that you drive.
Yeah.
And then I would take them to all my shows and just sleep in them instead of hotels.
Yeah. That would be cool.
So, Tour de Fleece happened, right? I won a prize with the Fat Fiber.
Shut up.
I got a $15 gift certificate to Handmade Hollows, and she does like fleece, not fleece, carded bats and ceramics. So I was looking and I was like, I really like a lot of this fiber, but I have so much. And my monster mug broke. So I bought a mug that has a T-Rex knitting on it. And, I just paid the difference. Because it was like a $15 gift certificate. Super cool. I was so excited. And I gave some gifts, and I had, the one said she had cats and she wanted it with a zipper, so because I was giving a bucket bag, for your spinning wheel, because it was spinning, so I figured I would give the spinning stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fine, I'll just switch it out. So she got a box bag instead. I have to actually mail it.
That's cool.
And then the other lady I'm waiting to hear back from for the that was for the Tour de Fleece. Now for the house cup, I gave a basket, and I'm waiting to hear back from her which one she won. Once, because she won it, so I just took pictures and showed her. But I like giving prizes, and I like getting. I was excited to win a prize, because how much fun is that? So I always try to give prizes. Like for the house cup, I give for Slytherin a lot too. Mm-hmm. And actually, the last person that won a mini box bag hasn't contacted me, so I messaged her again to see what was going on.
I totally, the last few days of Tour de Fleece, I think I was like, my cold was at its worst point, and I did not spin much at all. Like, I spun like a tiny, tiny bit each day, but like, I totally puttered out.
I did. I finished like 3 things.
A lot of mine were, maybe not bulky, but like thicker stuff. They were like faster things. No, but so I puttered out, and then I didn't even post like pictures on any of the groups that I joined. So like I kind of failed that. So then I told you about the kidney stone. So like that day, I think that I came home was either the last day of the month or the day before the last day of the month, and I was like, crap, we're going camping in a couple days. I should really turn in my classes. I'm all hopped up on pain medicine. I'm like trying to figure out where to put all my yarn and stuff. So like I have no idea what those. Okay, sorry about that. We're back again. Yeah, so my turn-ins were hopefully acceptable. I don't know.
doing all the grading now. Like I've been getting ear burned for grades.
I need to get on there. But yeah.
That's funny though, because
But at least I turned them in.
At least because so yeah. I was just sitting there and I.
Oh, you're getting all choppy.
Like back and.
You're all.
I don't know. It looks like it's coming, so maybe that's best. Maybe that's best. I have no one on the internet right now.
It's crazy. All my bars are up. I don't know.
Mine are too. I don't know.
Weird.
I hate Skype sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any more random?
I do. I went to the doctor and they said I can't do like any heavy exercise for like 12 weeks, but I think it's now 10 weeks. And then I have another appointment at the end of the month to check everything out. And then they said they got the test back and there was no cancer, which is really good. So that's a relief. But because I'm younger, it put me into premenopause. So they like some estrogen and stuff. So I'm just waiting for the doctor to call it to the pharmacy so I can actually pick it up.
But you're feeling okay and stuff?
Saying I'm like, not only do you get
you're getting all choppy again. Hold on.
Like 3 boxes of stuff.
I couldn't hear the last minute.
Well, they were saying like a lot of the stuff put me into premenopause, so I have to like take estrogen because it helps regulate. Not only does it help regulate your like hormones, but like your emotions.
Oh, okay.
Like stuff. I like get angry at stupid stuff, and just be like everything like so crazy. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. But we've been taking Pokemon walks.
Pokemon walks?
I can walk, so I've been catching Pokemon. Yeah, which is funny. But, yeah. So I had to redo my hair. I did it tonight. And it's like, I used the Varia kind, and because I couldn't remember what brand I got last time. And normally, I get like a red. But this one has like more brown in it, so I'm not sure if I like it.
That's pretty. It's darker.
Yeah, but I wanted it to be like redder, if that makes sense. Which is why I dyed my hair, because I don't really have gray hair. I wanted it to be like red. But anyways, it's okay. So I went and I looked at the box, and it was the one that I was thinking about, but I didn't get, because I was like, oh, this looks like the same color, but it wasn't. But, I mean, it's okay. So, like the first day I have to do your hair, you just kind of have to get used to it. So, but this month is Going Gone month for Jamberry. So I've been like redoing all my parties and stuff and collecting pictures of all the Going Gone. So I had to change my nails. I had like different nails last week, and then I switched Saturday to these Going Gones, which are dessert at dusk.
Okay.
And I don't normally name thing on, but it's like a mixed mani. So, and it's matte. I totally love matte. But yeah. So that's all that I have to talk about because I'm boring too.
It's summer. Oh, so we get back from camping, and I realized that I might have missed the kids' registration for school, which I did miss some of the days, but they have a day actually tomorrow and Wednesday for both schools that I have to go and register them. So that's crazy.
I think that's crazy too because I mean they're basically going to be going to school anyways, so it should just be like, are they coming back? Check yes or no.
Well, they do pictures that day too. So you come in, you pay for everything, you have all your paperwork filled out, and they take your pictures, which is nice because then you don't have to do it during the year sometime. But yeah, so yeah,
That is actually a really good idea.
They didn't do it like maybe the first year or two when Gabe was in school, but ever like for the longest I can remember, they've done it that way, and it's like the best. And then you get your pictures, I think, like the first week of school.
That's smart. I will suggest that to Andy.
Because they all have to come in to register anyways.
That's a really good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So Andy's been doing stuff at the school, and Madison did her senior project. She painted the lockers.
Yeah.
So, like, they're getting the school ready. I mean, you know, because school starts in, like, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 now.
When did yours start earlier than ours?
In August.
Okay, I think ours doesn't start till September. Something. I don't know. I should probably figure that out, too.
But, yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Like, Bella's been, like, so incredibly bored. So she, like, went with Andy. Like, they're cleaning carpets out there today. So she Andy to do the carpets.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then she was going with Andy when Madison was out there doing her senior project. Sorry, I just dropped a stitch, so I'm trying to get it. So she was helping with that, too. And,
well, it's hard. You guys don't have neighborhood kids.
I'm sure we do, but not really, because mainly we live and there's a lot of old people around. So
that's hard.
And
though my kids are really bored too.
We have like a so.
But yeah, I can't believe summer's almost over. It feels like it just started.
I know.
Easy.
So, all right. Well, we are just gabbing, so we can call it quits.
Yeah, we are.
And it's probably in 2 weeks.
Yes. All right. Bye.